Hi, my name is Marc Russell. I'm a financial wellness board member with National Debt Relief. I have over a decade of experience working in the financial services world, and it's my goal to make very complex financial concepts that you hear every single day. I want to make them easy so you can transform your financial life. Why would I want to do that? Well, even though I was doing all right by myself as a licensed stockbroker and financial advisor, some years ago, I found myself in a significant amount of debt. At my lowest point, I was around $80,000 in debt. Well, I guess technically my highest point. So I know firsthand just how stressful being in debt can be. However, at one point, I had enough and I turned things around in my life. So now I'm here to teach you how to go about paying off your debt in collaboration with National Debt Relief. And that's why in this video, I want to talk you through the benefits of debt relief. And I'm going to be very real with y'all. Getting professional help could have saved me quite a few headaches and time and money back in the day. So now I want to take you through the benefits of getting such help in the form of debt relief. To do so, we'll first dive into the three most common types of debt relief: debt settlement, debt consolidation, and bankruptcy. After that, I'll explain the potential benefits of joining a debt relief company one by one. And then we'll end this video with Jeremy's story, a National Debt Relief graduate who was once more than $25,000 in debt, but is now proudly debt-free. If you're seriously considering joining a debt relief program, listening to Jeremy's story will be a real eye-opener for you. His story is so inspiring. To begin, let's go through the three most common types of debt relief. First up, debt settlement. Debt settlement refers to the process where you yourself or someone representing you negotiates with your creditors to reduce the amount of your outstanding debt that you have to repay. Reducing the total amount of your debt that you have to pay during these negotiations is called settling your debt. Get it? Debt settlement. This form of debt relief is often used for unsecured debt, like credit cards or personal loans. To apply for this type of debt relief, you have to have at least $7,500 in debt. Though if you have less debt to your name and you're still struggling to get rid of it, there are other options out there for you. So maybe the next type of debt relief that we're going to discuss could work for you. When you enroll in a debt settlement program, you first discuss your debt situation with a debt expert. What's often the next step is that you stop making payments on your outstanding debt and start saving money in an FDIC insured savings account that's opened in your name. As the debt expert is negotiating with your creditors, you don't repay any of the debt and you accumulate funds in the FDIC insured savings account. Then when a settlement is eventually reached, the debt relief company can use the funds in the FDIC insured savings account to pay off your debt. Of course, that's only after your approval. By going the debt settlement route, you could see your total debt being resolved in as little as 12 to 48 months for less than your initial outstanding balance. But remember, that's on average, and this may vary person to person. And while this all might sound all cool and dandy, there are some drawbacks to this method as well. Want to know more about the pros and cons of debt settlement and what to consider before going the debt settlement route? Then check out this video where I talk through all the details. Next up, debt consolidation. This type of debt relief essentially means that you consolidate multiple smaller debts into one larger debt. You get a new loan which you can use to pay off all your other smaller outstanding balances, leaving you with one large debt and one creditor to manage. I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather be annoyed at one person instead of 15. And this method is pretty powerful as it helps you simplify your monthly payments and you'll be left with only one payment to manage instead of multiple. However, if your credit score does not meet the criteria of getting a consolidation loan that is beneficial to you in the long run, other debt relief options such as debt settlement may be more suitable in your situation. Does debt consolidation sound like an option that might be suited for you and you want to know more about the details? Then go to this video where I go through everything you need to know about debt consolidation before you choose to go down this route. Now let's move on to the third most common type of debt relief, and that's bankruptcy. This type of relief is often used as a kind of a last resort option. There are two main types of personal bankruptcy, and that's Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy, which has its own pros and cons. The main argument in favor of Chapter 7 bankruptcy is that it's both cheaper and faster than Chapter 13. But when you file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you might end up losing some of your assets, just to be real with y'all. And that's why Chapter 13 bankruptcy could be interesting since you may get to keep your assets, although it takes longer and is a bit more expensive than Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So there's a little bit of a give and take. If you're actively thinking about filing for bankruptcy and want to know more about the differences between Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy, Go to this video where I talk through the differences. Now let's go over the main benefits of these 3 types of debt relief one by one. First and foremost, when you start working with a debt relief company, you get a debt expert on your team. This person is there for you every step of the way, helping you resolve your debt and improve your financial situation. This expert can also help you by pointing you towards financial education resources so you can learn about financial topics at your own pace and help you avoid future debt problems. The debt expert will also negotiate with your creditors on your behalf. The goal of negotiating with your creditors is that you want to make sure you're getting a lower monthly payment and also help you become debt-free for less than the total debt that you currently owe. This lower monthly debt relief payment can make it easier to stick to your repayment plan and likely improve your chances of resolving your debt. In some cases, the result of these negotiations is that the interest rate on your outstanding debt is lower. This can help you save a significant amount of money in the long run too, since your total interest could be lower. Joining a debt relief program typically entails that you make payments to an FDIC insured savings account, which is managed by the debt relief company. You just make one monthly payment into this account, after which the debt relief company will distribute these funds to your creditors. Having just one payment to manage instead of multiple can simplify your debt management and reduce the money-induced stress that you may be experiencing. And lastly, a big plus of joining a debt relief company is that it could help you avoid bankruptcy, because bankruptcy has big consequences for your overall financial future. Avoiding bankruptcy can save you these severe consequences and help you get back on track with your finances faster. However, if there's no way out of your debt, you could use this as a means of a last resort, of course. All right, enough of me talking about the common types of debt relief and the potential benefits. Let's move on to Jeremy's story, because that's even more exciting. Jeremy is a national debt relief graduate who paid off a whopping $25,237 in debt with the help of national debt relief. In contrast with other companies in the debt relief space, he found that national debt relief was transparent and realistic in how they presented the situation and the steps needed to become debt-free. National Debt Relief was honest about the fact that becoming debt-free still required a significant amount of time and effort on Jeremy's side, which he found refreshing. After going through National Debt Relief's very thorough process, Jeremy graduated from the program and can now proudly say that he's debt-free. A few months ago, I had a very inspiring conversation with him, which you can watch in full here. What I remember most about his story is that becoming debt-free was a turnaround moment in his life. And right then and there, he truly felt that he was in charge of his financial life for the first time. He felt like he could beat his debt, the monster that has consistently nagged him in the back of his head. And if he could beat that, he could beat anything in life. And I'm telling you, that is just so powerful.
They're a great place to ask for help from. You can definitely do it too. If I can do it, because like I said, I saw myself as a screw up, as a lost cause, but you're not. It's not the end of the world. You can do it.
Maybe you're currently in the midst of becoming debt-free and you need some motivation, or you want to hear from a national debt relief graduate about what joining one of the debt relief programs could do for you. Whatever your situation, listening to Jeremy's story can truly be an eye-opener. The type of debt relief that's suited for your situation, however, truly depends on the specifics of your current financial situation. Just remember that you as a person are not defined by the amount of debt that you have, and it's not the end of the world. There's almost always a way out. Just look at Jeremy's story or even look at mine. To show you what kind of help is out there for you, we've gone over the different types of debt relief and how they can benefit you. Joining a debt relief program often means that you'll get a debt relief expert on your team, which is a big pro. Together, you'll work to save money and speed up the process of becoming debt-free, which can help you feel more comfortable about your whole journey. And yes, again, I'm very real with you guys. There are some drawbacks too, but I want you guys to also focus on the potential upside for your situation. In the more detailed video about the different types of debt relief, I'll go into specifics about the cons of each type of debt relief too. So make sure to watch these videos if you're actively thinking about joining a debt relief program. And remember, if you find yourself struggling with debt and you're looking for help in your journey of becoming debt-free, debt relief companies like National Debt Relief are here to help. If you have any questions, we're like a free, no obligation debt relief consultation call. Visit their website at nationaldebtrelief.com. If you happen to have any other questions regarding any financial related topic, check out the other videos in this series on National Debt Relief YouTube channel. Again, it's our goal to make very complex financial concepts that you hear every single day. We want to make them easy so you can transform your financial life. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.